Hey guys, this is Jason with Longtime Gaming, and this is my introduction to Nosgoth. Nosgoth is a game developed by SquareEnix, a company based in Japan, responsible for a couple good titles like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Tomb Raider, Hitman. It's basically a third-person perspective, arena-style game where you have teams of 4 fight each other, vampires versus humans. However, you play both groups in one match. You start out as a human, for example, you play for 10 minutes, first team to 30 wins, or at the end of 10 minutes, you switch teams. If, for example, you were playing as humans, you would switch to vampires and vice versa. It's really fun. It's got a little snap to it about mid-game, in that, you switch factions from humans to vampires or vice versa. So it's something that's, not typical, I would say. It's kind of like an offense versus defense, however, in the fact that the humans are almost always being defensive. The vampires are almost always being offensive because of their mobility, their ability to climb walls, get on top of buildings, and just disappear and appear out of nowhere, which is, in my opinion, what draws people in to play this game. One thing I do have a little gripe about is the matchmaking. However, I'm kind of giving the game a pass due to the fact that it's in closed beta, so it probably doesn't have the biggest player base just now. In a few months, though, it will be moving over to an open beta, and hopefully the player base will be large enough to where you're not having to wait for 5 to 10 minutes for that last player in the matchmaking system. That being said, one thing to note is the fact that it is in closed beta means that in order to play this game, you would have to kind of invest into it a little early, and I believe they have anywhere from $5 to $50 starter packs, the cheapest of which I think is what they call the veteran pack, and it's like $5. It gives you a little bit of in-game currency, an XP boost, I think, and kind of gets you started. Other than that, the game's not a pay-to-win, in my opinion. I've played it for about 15 to 20 hours now, and my experience has been it's well balanced. It needs some tweaking here and there, especially with the optimization. I do get lag spikes unexpectedly from time to time, and my system is quite good, so that's kind of a drawback. But again, any kind of early access beta type game that's at this stage, it's to be expected. Moving along, it does have 4 character classes per faction, so 4 for the humans, 4 for the vampires, and each one, they serve their purpose. And I'm not going to go through the classes in this chapter. Perhaps the next one I'll do a class breakdown, but it does offer a nice little twist to the game that you can change classes during combat. You're not specifically dedicated to, for example, the hunter class or anything like that. So if you get bored or you're not as effective as you wanted to be at one class, you can change it mid-game, and that kind of keeps the action going and more fluid. One thing to note though about character classes is that you can unlock one character class every 5 levels. You start out with two character classes per faction. You start out with 2, for the vampire, 2 for the humans, and then every 5 levels you can unlock a class. Currently there's 4 classes per faction, but they're about to release a fifth class, which is going to be nice. One thing also to note about this game is, while it's really fun, it's easy to burn out on. That's mainly due to the fact that there's only one really playable game mode right now, which is Team Deathmatch. It has Siege mode right now, but because of the small player base, it's really hard to get a game going for that. But they're also planning on adding different game modes soon. Anyways, this is my introduction to Nosgoth. I really hope you liked the video. I just wanted to give y'all a brief introduction and kind of go over some of the basics with y'all. I do plan on doing more in-depth reviews in demonstrating various aspects of the game through gameplay. And I hope y'all stick around for that. If you want to subscribe, feel free to click that subscribe button. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I look forward to doing another chapter for y'all. And thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.